a St. Patrick's Day in the nation's capital. We are celebrating with the Friday Night Hoops. The Go-Go welcome in the Texas legend. This is our MedStar Health pregame show. At MedStar Health, we know the decisions made off the court matter too. We are proud that Capital City Go-Go choose us for their medical care. That is the power of trust. MedStar Health, it is how we treat people. And welcoming courtside alongside D. Lida, Brett Harris with you. And it is great to be back in the building, D. The Go-Go fresh off a 5-game road trip. They wrapped it up in Lakeland, Florida with a win. And D, was a win led by their point guard, Devon Dotson.
Well, he was tremendous. Their defense was tremendous. They held Lakeland to just 85 points, but let's get back to Dot. He flirted with a triple-double in that game. He has had a triple-double this season. It was back in the showcase, but on this night, he scored 21 points on 8 of 15 shooting. He did make 3 threes. He grabbed a season-high 10 rebounds, and he handed out 7 assists. It was a great way to wrap up the 5-game road trip in which they went 3-2.
Well, look at the updated standings in the Eastern Conference, and right now, D, 8 teams battling for 3 spots to get into the postseason, and only 1 game separates the 4 seed from the 11 seed.
And so that's why you just take care of your own business, and in the case of Capital City, you should be in good shape if you are able to do that with these final 4 games. Sitting
in the 5 seed right now at 15 and 13. A look at the starting lineups. The Texas Legends check in 7 and 21. Hardy, Ledoux, Odyssey, Moore, Jackson for the Capital City Go-Go. Dotson, Mintz, Huff, Bernard, and Sword. And D for us, Jay Huff. It's the first time we get to see the big fella. The Washington Wizards signing Huff to a 2-way back on March 2nd. He played all 5 of the games on that road trip.
And the last time out, he actually had a double-double with 16 points and 11 rebounds. I'm looking forward to seeing him play here tonight.
Legends in the gray and blue. They are the affiliate of the Dallas Mavericks. Go-Go in the blue with a red trim here on the home court. G-League basketball, St. Patrick's Day, holiday hoops. Got a foul on the floor. That'll send Justin Jackson to the foul line.
Well, I'm interested to seeing in terms of the energy. Yes, Capital City's coming off a 5-game road trip, but they haven't played since Monday, so they should be well rested. Meanwhile, the visitors played yesterday. It was a morning contest at 11 a.m., but it still is a back-to-back situation for a team that the last 2 times out have only been able to go 8-man deep.
Texas Legends splitting with the Delaware Bluecoats and beating the Bluecoats yesterday, as you mentioned, 11 a.m. start, snapping an 11-game losing streak for this team. So big game there, and a short drive down here to D.C. There is Huff.
Shot clock at 3.
And Huff had it slapped away in a turnover. Indeed, this Texas Legends team, too, the 2 games against the Bluecoats, very different. Got blown out the first one, came back. A great response against a very good Delaware team.
It's true. They got beat by 32 on the first outing and then came back and actually had to win it in one of our favorites, the Target score.
You love the overtime Target score. It was Craig Sword getting his first bucket, tied at 2. Good to have Craig Sword back as well. A couple of stints with Team USA and missed some time. Whistle on the floor before the shot.
So it's going to go against Sword.
There's head coach Mike Williams, 2nd season. I love how he said before the game, D, fate is in our hands as the 5th seed right now in the Eastern Conference, 15 and 13, 4 games left here in this season. Tonight and 3 more.
Right, and obviously tonight's team that you're facing has 7 wins on the season, but I think one of the great things about what you just saw Texas do against Delaware, it's a reminder that don't let a record fool you on a given night. These guys can be dangerous. And then after this game, they will play 3 teams that all each have 9 wins. They too are out of the playoff picture.
Huff had the throwdown. Big fella doesn't have to get off the floor too much at 7-1. Great feed inside. Oh.
What a finish that would have been.
With the whistle, and Huff will head to the foul line. Getting it done on both sides, altering the shot and then running the floor, D.
And then there he was to pick up a loose ball. You love big fellas who have good hands.
Knocks down the foul shot, 80% from the charity stripe this season. Coach Williams said Huff is very versatile defensively, can play all the way out to the three-point line. Obviously at 7-1 can protect the rim as well.
And as he said, we haven't really seen the three-point shot from him yet, but you could.
Dotson ripping down the rebound. Part of that double-double was 10 boards in the win against Lakeland on Monday. Bernard playing a two-man game with Huff, gets it back. His three ball no good.
Now, last time out, all 5 of these starters for Capital City had double-figure points. So did Q coming off the bench.
A 109-85 win over the Lakeland Magic. 6 in double figures, very balanced. Off the glass is Jackson. He's coming off a game where he scored a team-high 32 and pulled down 15 rebounds.
Well, the more dangerous part for me, and we'll see how it plays out here tonight, Jackson over his last 2 games has knocked down 14 threes.
George Gallinopoulos, his 3rd season, head coach for the Texas Legends. It's been a tough season this year at 7-21, but last year his team won 27 games, first ever playoff victory, and had a record 9 NBA call-ups.
We know, Brett, the fluidity, I think that's the word we always use, is dots and not, but that your roster can change, not, year to year, day to day. It's always moving in the G League.
Cut off. Go with the defensive pressure. Jackson no good on the 3, and Dotson pulls down another board.
Well, I like what Capital City's doing defensively right now, holding Texas to just 1 of 6 shooting to start this game.
Davion Mintz rallies it home. Mintz getting his 7th start of the season, coming off a game where he played 41 minutes and scored 17. And a timeout on the floor. Great start for the Go-Go. Right off the tip, 11-4 lead here in the first quarter.
I caught it late. We adjust the clock, please.
Knocking him down, long range. Devon Dotson.
Let's go!
7-point lead for the Go-Go. Good start right out of the gate for Mike Williams' squad. Take a look at our Caesars handle on the game and a look at the keys to a Go-Go win, D.
Well, and we're seeing it duplicating the defense from the last time out when they beat Lakeland and held them to 85 points and less than 40% shooting. Right now, Texas 1 of 6 from the floor. And then contest the outside shots because yesterday, Texas shot better than 50% from three-point range.
On the season, 35% from outside for this Legends squad, 16th best in the G League. To the rim is Jackson. Knocks down his second basket. He's got 6. Quentin Jackson, who just checked in. Mintz behind the back. It's a turnover out of bounds.
Well, just a second turnover for the Go-Go. But one thing you don't want to do is give Texas extra possessions.
Well, Legends 7 and 21. You can see the field goal so far, 4 of 6 for the Go-Go. But you look at just the 7 wins this year, and what did Coach Williams tell us before the game? He said, message to the team, pretty simple, just you have to be fully present against this team throughout the entire game.
And that was one of the things he loved about their game against the Magic, that he thought that Lakeland felt their defensive presence from the start throughout.
Jackson can't hit the foul shot. 11-6 Go-Go here first quarter. Tough. Defended by Odise inside. Odise got the block and picked up by Texas.
Well, Odise had a couple of blocks yesterday. Now, when I look at this matchup, I do think Huff has the height advantage, but we'll see if he can take advantage of it.
Jackson, easy lay-in. His first bucket leads this team now in scoring just over 15 points a ball game. By the way, for the Legends, A.J. Lawson is active. Leads Texas 22 points a ball game. Didn't play in that game yesterday against Delaware.
I believe I see him getting off their bench now.
Bedard, triple, try no good. Jackson down with the board. A long range knockdown for Jackson, and he talked about it.
Well, he's just seeing a basket so big right now. I mean, 6 of 9 on Tuesday, 8 of 14 yesterday.
Former first-round pick out of North Carolina, who's played almost 300 NBA games over 6 seasons. A lot of different teams as well, D, the Kings, the Mavs, Thunders, Bucks, Celtics, Suns. He's been around the league a little bit.
And we talk about it. I mean, the margin is so small from the guys who look so good in G League games and, you know, have had opportunities but can't stick at the end of the game.
How many times have we seen Travion Williams with a fancy handoff dish and Dotson on the finish?
Travion didn't waste much time, right? Barely was in the game yet.
Williams and Isaiah Todd just checking in for the Go-Go, and here comes Q off the board.
Look at his quickness.
Nice head fake by Dotson, in trouble, kicks it to Todd. His 3 is good. He knew it when he let it go. They'll say it's a 2. 17-9. Off the front of the rim, offensive board, Texas. This is a long-range shot. No good. Williams down with the rebound. Hugh weaving inside, draws the foul.
It would appear to me right now that the Go-Go are really trying to push the pace and have Texas's defense on their heels. So you'll see Travion's bounce pass behind the back. What a great cut. and here you go. That's just feeling and knowing where your teammate is. And you know how I love the bounce pass. I think it keeps you from getting and allowing the other team to get deflections more times than not.
It was a perfect bounce pass. And we know Travion does so many things on the boards and what he can do inside defensively, but he has been one of the best passing big men we have seen all season. Bernard fights his way inside, draws the foul, gets the whistle. Jules Bernard will head to the foul line. Second on James.
Well, I think Jules saw an opportunity. James came over with some help defense to help Lawson out, and obviously got whistled for reaching in.
James heads to the bench with his 2 fouls. Bernard at 78% foul line this year. Ten-point lead, go-go here, 19-9 first quarter. Brett Harris, D. Lida with you on this St. Patrick's Day, Friday night. It's also a Sips game, so good crowd over there. Inside, a whistle and a bucket is good.
Well, Odiase altered his shot. I thought Travion had a good chance of, just wrapping him up, but Odiase had a little bit of hang time. Watch how he is able to put it back on his right, in his right hand, and wait a little longer to get the foul and get the hoop.
Odiase misses the foul shot. We saw him earlier this year with the Greensboro Swarm. The Swarm waived him back on February the 25th, 2 seasons with Greensboro, and then Texas picked him up. Three ball no good, Dotson. Turnover by Riller. Grant Riller, second year out of College of Charleston, and a timeout on the court. 8-point lead for the Go-Go. Mike Williams' squad looking good early first quarter.
That's my guy. I'm sorry, every time I use the sportsbook app, I earn secret rewards. Every time I play.
Public Library Park. Visit dclibrary.org/go-go-read. Devon Dotson, 5 early, leading the Go-Go to a 19-11 lead here in the first quarter.
Well, right now we see balance from the Go-Go. They have 6 guys who are on the scoreboard. No, Isaiah, don't. being up there. We get the twos. Right.
So we thought the first one, it might have been a 3, and Isaiah even gave us the 3 fingers after the shot. That was a 3. It was deep. 5 now for Ty. Warren a shakedown. Inside for the throwdown.
Wow, that was a dangerous pass, but he had enough speed on it that it got there in time before anybody could get in that passing lane for Capital City.
By Travion Williams. It's his first bucket here tonight. Riller to the rim. Gets it to fall. Prolific scorer in college. He was a second-round pick going to Charlotte.
Well,
Played a two-way with the Hornets and Sixers.
Yeah, he's been hampered by an ankle injury of late. He did play yesterday. And he looked like he was, coming off injury and hadn't played for a little bit.
Williams pass picked off. 3 turnovers now for the Go-Go. Riller. Kiss off the glass. Riller's got 4.
Riller's been a starter 16 of the 24 games he's played. He's come off the bench the last 2 games.
Bernard. Through the contact, no whistle. Q. Eye off the glass and gets it to fall.
And I like the idea of going to the offensive glass for the Go-Go because Texas is 30th in the league in rebounding. So challenge that number.
Riller. And it's stripped. Jules Bernard up with it.
Nice deflection by Williams.
That would have been an easy basket on the other end, and Williams coming up with a big steal. Knocked it down.
That's a great swing. So instead of a bucket in transition for the visitor, you get a 3 out of a calm Jules Bernard with lots of time to set his feet.
Knocked down from the foul line. I would have say down with 6. 3-point shooting so far. Texas ice cold, just 1 for 6 from outside. Go 3 of 7.
And here you see this was off of the turnover created by Travion Williams. Jules Bernard with plenty of time and no one around him.
It's his first basket. I predicted maybe Jules Bernard with a big game. Check out the shoes. He's got the green shoes here, D, on St. Patrick's Day. I like the look.
There's a couple of green shoes.
I think his stand out.
Floor.
Fancy footwear. Oh, Riller. Fadeaway knocks it down. Riller catching fire. He's got 6 now.
So it's interesting because Riller averages 22. Lawson is that kind of a scorer. And they're both coming off the bench.
Nice basket by Travion Williams. Triple no good. Williams comes down with it. They'll reset. Williams pull it out to play.
The difference between the shot clock and the game clock is minuscule, maybe 0.2.
Or to take it down. 3 now. And a foul. That's a tough foul there with just 2 seconds left here in the first quarter. It'll go against Riller. It'll send Jules Bernard to the foul line.
I mean, I know you want to be aggressive, but again, at that point,
and Bernard had just knocked down a 3, so. That is good. And so Bernard now 5 here in the first quarter. Final shot mid-court. Lawson, no good. Boy, that was close. That's how the first quarter will finish. 35-21 lead.
Well, I think that you love the offense, obviously, to put up 35 points and share the ball the way they did. Nice 14-point lead to go into the second quarter.
Attend a Capital City Go-Go game and give your group a VIP treatment with the 202 Courtside Lounge presented by Ticketmaster. Sit courtside like the players and enjoy the all-inclusive food and beverages. Visit CapitalCityGoGo.com. Call 202-864-4350 and get your tickets today. You can see all the green in the house. St. Patrick's Day. It is a day to celebrate, have a good time, and no better seat in the arena.
Love Sips.
We always have the live band here, the Sips game, and Courtside Lounge is packed tonight. 35-21 as we open the second quarter. Turnover, fourth turnover for the Go-Go. Kerr Baker checking in. Straight away three, knockdown to Caleb Ledoux, second year out of Louisiana Tech.
Well, just a second made three for the visitors. 2 of 9 to start this game. You already mentioned they come in shooting 37%. I always like to see by, second half, are we closer to the season numbers or is your defense really getting it done?
Take another look at the collision underneath. Might have been a bit of a flop. I don't see a connection with the elbow.
Prior to that, they had already been battling on the previous possession when the turnover had happened.
That's a turnover for the Texas Legends. That's their fourth turnover. Kind of like it with Kerr Baker just checking in and already mixing it up underneath.
Definitely trying to establish position. Now, the last 2 dimes, he's had a huge height advantage, posting somebody up on the low block. This time it's going to be against Hardy, which once again...
4 turnovers for each ball club. Another whistle.
And the last time down, it was Ledoux. This time it was Hardy.
It's gotten a little sloppy here with the fouls last couple of minutes. Baker looking to get position inside. Q Jackson on a breakdown, no good. Go-Go still shooting 60%. Ledoux, 3. Baker. Q is cut off, finds Bernard. Oh my, halfway down and out.
Kerr getting a little piece of that in transition.
Deep from outside, no good, Isaiah Todd. Pace is picking up. Spin move to the rim. Got himself under the basket. Ledoux had no room. Q cross court. Isaiah Todd fakes the 3. Rips it and out.
Well, because he made that one deep 3, now that you're going to have his defenders go out and challenge as they did on that one, which opened that baseline drive.
Isaiah Todd will come out. He's great sword. The way Isaiah Todd, 24 against his former team, the Ignite. That's how they started the road trip.
Yeah, I was talking to Coach Mike about that because he made 8 threes in that game. He was 8 of 13, and I said, was there something special going on? He said, yeah, he made his first one, and they kept leaving him open.
He made his first 2 here tonight. Baker gets fouled. Kerr Baker will go to the foul line. He is a very good foul shooter, 87% on the season.
You see Dot putting it high enough where Baker is the only one able to operate up there. Smaller lineup for the Legends right now.
Kerr Baker at 6'10". And he knocks it down. 37-24 Go-Go. Hardy. Hardy is one of the points here for the Legends. Comes off the pick. He's a lefty. No good as Bedard gets the board.
Quite a few lefties on this team. Hardy, Ledoux. Nice pass into Sword.
And back out Dotson. Three is good. Dotson.
That's the 9th assist on 13 made field goals for the home team. It's really been great spacing in terms of the bodies and great ball movement to get to the open shooter.
Devon Dotson, 3 of 4 for the field. A couple of threes. He's got 8 and a fist pump after this last triple. Go-Go out in front, 40-24. to 18, and he's been working a lot with the new Go-Go, the big man right there, Jay Huff, and very similar games. Both great defenders, but both also very good at shooting the basketball from outside and marching towards that. A great guy to learn from.
Well, the end of his career, I think he averaged close to 10 points and 8 boards.
We're not always a fan of favorite as well.
I know when I would travel down to see the Wizards play the Sixers, he would give, in the early years, he would give Embiid fits.
He would always make it really tough on the other big man. Right? The other team, he was always in motion.
I love when you see guys who had really good careers come back and want to try to give back and help the next generation. You know? Share your wisdom.
With signing Jay Huff to a 2-way contract back in early March, you see the offensive backing down.
Doc's not backing down.
We talked about he's coming off a double-double, D, 21 points, but it was 10 rebounds. He is not afraid to go inside and mix it up.
I said that was his season high.
Davion Mintz.
Take a peek, a little hesitation, and then he challenges Lacey James, going right up into his chest.
Vince closing out a three-point play. You saw averaging 9 points a ball game, coming off 17, where he hit 4 threes on a Monday in that win against the Magic. Driller banging. Can't get it to fall. Maker comes down with it. Maker looking like magic. Oh! Oh my goodness, that would have been a pretty finish, but he'll go to the line after drawing the foul.
You were referring to Magic Johnson.
Oh, I was indeed. He's not look at the little grin here, right? Going coast to coast.
I told you, I went back and looked at some of the high school video of Maker on YouTube. I mean, there's some end-to-end. If you really want your fill of it, you'll find plenty on YouTube. And we've seen him do it a lot even in the regular season.
Missed a couple of games here recently with an illness, but certainly looking fully healthy and back. Kurt Maker out of Howard, who made the NCAA tournament. Big news here in D.C. Lost in the opening round, but great run winning their conference title in the league. Riller.
Yeah, Riller's had a pretty good start to this game. He's
Double
knocked down,
digits.
yeah, he's knocked down 5 of 6 shots.
Q hands it off. Here's Dotson. Gets it back for the triple. Q Jackson.
And again, because I don't know if it's because of the back-to-back, but I feel like the Legends are a little slow, which is why the Go-Go are taking such great advantage of moving the ball quickly because the Legends aren't getting to their defensive assignments fast enough.
Dotson working his way inside, can't connect. Riller, hesitation, floater, he's got 12. Remember watching him in college, he was just prolific. Scoring the basketball, college at Charleston. Cute little tipsy-do. And one.
I love when Q and Mintz are on the court together, as you see Q just blowing by, bigger but slower. Lacey James. Q and Mintz just add a speed to the lineup when they're playing side by side, and we've seen it on multiple occasions where either one is trying to push the pace.
A.J. Lawson checking back in for the Legends. He looks to complete the three-point play. It is good. Q Jackson now with 14. And a perfect 3 for 3 from the foul line. Deep air ball sent up by Moore. By the way, back to Quentin Jackson, who is averaging just over 15 points a ball game. Without Vernon Carey, who we saw last time, went down with the injury since the Wizards had waived him early March. Quentin now is the leading scorer on this team, and you can see that confidence building.
And it's coming off the bench, which is what, even when Chris Dunn was here, we were talking about your role is not necessarily like being in that starting lineup. It's being part of making this a winning basketball team, and Q flat out does that.
And we know Maker can also shoot from outside. He hit the three. That one will rattle home. 56. 32, she'll go with the lead. They really opened it up here in the second quarter, D. Stolen there. Moore thought twice, trying to take it to Maker, and a step back gets it to fall.
Well, Moore was smart to try to be patient and pivot.
22-point lead here for the Go-Go. Corner, Sword. Long on the three. Jay Huff checking back in for the Go-Go.
Dotson was called for the foul, sending it the other way.
Maker comes out. Kurt Maker with 9 here in the second quarter.
So the Huff, Travion, and Maker. And I like that all of them bring something a little different to the big man position.
And Maker has been playing, while again he is 6'10", not necessarily that 5. He'll play a lot of 4 now because he can stretch the floor. Justin Jackson back in the game as well. Way outside, short on that one.
And here's Jules going to try to beat him all by himself because he didn't have the numbers.
Got to the rim, no foul. Ball saved. To Sword, to Jackson, the handoff. There is the whistle, and Jules Bedard will go to the foul line.
Did you see Moore run up the stairs after trying to contest the shot? He got up about 10 rows.
If he went any further, he's going to have to pay for the seat.
Oh, nice shuffle pass to Jules.
And Bedard knocks it down. Jules Bedard now has 7. 2 for 3 from the line. Sword almost had that pick. And another turnover by the Legends. And that is their 7th.
Brent, I like it at Capital City right now, just really putting pressure, right? Pressuring defensively, trying to come up with some turnovers, and then they just continue to move the ball offensively.
Ball has not been stagnant tonight at all. Jackson can't get that to fall. Gets his own rebound. Floater good. Great ball, as you have pointed out, through the assist, already up to 12 as a team for the Go-Go. Moore barreled his way in, and it's going to be a foul against Huff. I think Jay Huff thought maybe he had position.
Go-Go foul number 34, Jay Huff. This is first personal. And second.
Well, that's going to be the first on Huff.
Jay's pleading his case, but the official is saying you were sliding, mistaken peak. He's moving to his right to try to challenge him. It is amazing. I mean, I know so often, and these things happen in bang bang speed, when guys really do believe they've already, that they were already there.
At times we will give the referees a hard time. That's a good call.
Exactly.
That's our lead official, John Conley. So give him credit. Oh, great look. On the business end for the throwdown. And a timeout on the floor. We got to get another look at this one, D.
Well, it's part of the fact that Q is so quick. So he has his defender on his heels, and he has such a great shovel pass to a cutting Sword. 62-36, Cap City on top.
Stretch the lead to 26. It's the biggest lead here tonight, 62-36. And Cap City led by Q Jackson, 16 points, 5 rebounds, 5 assists. D, he's coming off a game where he went for 15, 5, and 6. He's got just about that here in the first half.
Well, he's playing great basketball. I mean, you mentioned he's now averaging 15 points. He's also shooting a high percentage, 54 from the floor and 36 from 3.
Q has had high energy all season, but what have you seen differently since signing the two-way with the Wizards back on February the 15th?
I'm not so sure I would say I've seen a whole lot difference in that short span. I would just say I've seen the continual development from day one and a confidence. I think he's always been a confident guy. We know that. We've had him on the post game. I love talking to him. He's a high flyer, we know that, but I think what you have seen as the season has gone on is just the development of his all-around game.
Reminds us a little bit of Chris Dunn, the way he fills up the stat sheet across the board. His quickness is tough to handle. Dotson, 3, good. Devon Dotson, third triple here in the first half.
And I'm pretty sure Coach Mike would say, you know, the fact that he now is getting his assists up, we know he's a scorer, we get that. But if you can be a playmaker and a scorer, as with what we see so often now in the NBA, the combo guards, then you're on the right track.
Justin Jackson knocks down the triple. What did Coach say to us before the game? Said in that last game where Dotson went for 21 and 10, he said it was the attention to detail that really impressed him in that game. 7 triples now for the Go-Go, just 3 for the Texas Legends. Turnover there as Riller steps in the passing lane.
8th turnover for the home team.
Jackson knocks that down. You don't want to see that guy start to heat up. He had 32 against the Blue Coats yesterday. 8 threes in that one as well. Another turnover.
Yeah, that seemed like there was a communication problem with Huff in the perimeter.
Odise gets fouled. It's going to go against Huff, who'll go to the foul line. By the way, it is March Madness, as we know, and we do have some NCAA champions here. Justin Jackson won a title back in 2017 with North Carolina. Jay Huff, of course, Virginia, 2019. And it was Huff's Virginia team that beat the Texas Red Raiders. Guy at the foul line. Mr. Odise was on that team.
I know there were a lot of people whose brackets got hurt in a hurry.
Yeah, Princeton is a lower seed.
You would have thought I called a couple of their games this year. Do you think I picked them? What is wrong with
Good
me?
defensive team.
And they have that one kid who can flat out shoot threes.
Here's Dotson using the Huff pick. Wants to get it to the big man and out of bounds on the turnover back to Texas.
The intention was correct. Huff, you know, posting his guy up on that low block. Dotson tried to put it out of range for the deflection, but Huff couldn't get to it.
10 turnovers now for the Capital City Go-Go. Anyway, Texas Legends, second best in the league as far as turnovers. They're taking care of the basketball this year.
Yeah, they only averaged 13.
You would think a team 7-21 might have some troubles turning it over, but not this team.
Yeah, right now, all of these going the opposite way are really go-go errors. These are not, you know, there's some miscommunication, there's some casualness.
Huff heads to the bench. Travion Williams checks back in. Coach Williams really getting a lot out of both Travion and Huff. Centered by committee.
And he said at this point right now with their rotation, they're really only using one big at a time because they do have so many perimeter guys who bring scoring, bring quickness, bring defense to the table.
Davion Mintz knocking down the triple, and Mintz has 8. Tonight getting his 7th start of this regular season.
Mintz, another guy, you know, I like his three-point shooting up to 36% on the season.
(68-42). Go-Go. Final seconds here of the first half. And a whistle on the floor. And a very unhappy Odise.
Legends foul number 32, his third personal penalty.
And Odise picking up his 3rd personal foul. And he'll take a seat here for the final 27 seconds as Lawson checks back in. Craig Sword will head to the foul line. Hugh Jackson in for Travion. So a smaller lineup here for the final 27 for Coach Williams. Craig Sword knocks it down. 6 points for Craig Sword here in the first half. Game clock, shot clock about a 2-second difference.
And that's one of the things, Brent, the ability of Capital City to get to the foul line. I mean, they've already taken 11 free throws in this first half and made 10 of them.
That was ripped by Hugh Jackson. Up ahead, final 5 seconds. Inside, Mintz on the floor. What a great way to close out the first half. The Go-Go coming up with a steal, running the floor, and knocking it down.
Well, they're clicking on all cylinders. They're shooting the ball well, not just from the field. They've made 8 threes. I just mentioned the foul line, and they're defending at a really high clip, holding them to 40% shooting. It equals a 30-point lead.
3 Go-Go scoring in double figures. Biggest lead of the night. It's a 30-point advantage. The Go-Go up 72-42. Halftime here in the nation's capital.
That's safe. That's safe.
Halftime in DC, the Capital City Go-Go Texas Legends. This week on our Go-Go Confessional, we take a look at the coach-player relationship and an even closer look at what kind of game head coach Mike Williams brings to the court. tonight, D.
I love seeing the siblings. The little one wanting to do whatever the older one.
I like to know if they're going to share the French fries like the Go-Go have been sharing the basketball here tonight. Look at the first half highlights, D, and 15 assists on 23 made buckets.
Yeah, just great ball movement. They were led in scoring by Q. Q 5 of 8 from the floor. He had 1 made 3. Speaking of threes, the team had 8 made threes. And for perspective, we know that they only average 9.5 makes per game. So knocking down 8 of 15 was outstanding, and 6 different guys made a three-pointer. It's just really been impressive first half for the home team.
And every single player head coach Mike Williams has turned to has scored here tonight. All 9 have gotten their names into the scorebook. 16 for Quentin Jackson. We'll have first half highlights coming up next. It's halftime here in DC. Go-Go lead it by 30.
With one of the best savings rates.
Zalero, video player development coordinator, joining us now. And Pete, what was the key there in the first 2 quarters holding Texas to just the 42 points?
I think really running them off that three-point line. Obviously, they're the #1 in the league in terms of three-point percentage. So that was a big emphasis going into this basketball game, forcing them to take a lot of tough twos, which they did. So they played right into our game plan, make sure we're boxing out Odiasi, James, for this possession with 1 rebound and then pushing pace right back at them. thought we did a great job attacking the paint, making the play for each other. Just a great overall half. We just got to continue to build on it going into the second.
Pete, let's go to the offensive end of the floor because a lot was going right there as well. Shot the ball 60%. You made 8 threes. You got to the foul line for 11 attempts and made 10. Were you so pleased with just the balance offensively?
Yeah, no, definitely. I think we did a great job of finding action, getting to the paint, just making the right play. Not forcing the issue, but going to score. And obviously did a great job. Jules, Quentin Jackson, all those guys did a great job just getting to the paint, finishing or creating for each other. We had a lot of good kill cuts as well in there. Craig Sword, I had a big one. So just continuing to build on that, taking the right shots, taking care of the basketball to be pivotal. You kind of saw towards the end. We turned over the basketball that led to Jackson hitting a couple threes. So as long as we take care of it and we get great shots on the rim, I think we'll be okay. But we're trying to blow this thing up. We're treating it like it's 0-0. Just want to continue to build on this.
Pete, thank you very much. Best of luck in the second half.
Appreciate you guys. Thank you.
And take a look at the first half stats from this one, and pretty dominating through the first 2 quarters. Go-Go outscored the Legends by 14 in the first, by 16 in the second.
Well, and the rebounding margin, to Pete's point, by plus 17. I'd mentioned it a couple of times. That is not a strength of Texas. They are 30th in the league, and absolutely Capital City took advantage of that, sharing the basketball. As he said, they're penetrating, either getting to the rim for themselves or creating for somebody else. You see the 15 assists on the 23 made field goals.
A plus 20 coming off the bench for the Go-Go. And that, considering the top 2 scorers for the Texas Legends didn't start in this game. They both coming off the bench in A.J. Lawson and Grant Riller. And so Coach Williams' squad doing a great job there in the first half. 30-point lead as we open it up here. Third quarter, Brett Harris D-Lida with you, and a lob.
0-0. It's now an emphatic 2-0 in favor of Go-Go.
Feel like that was a drawn up on the chalkboard there at halftime.
Yeah, that you want to start it that way.
And a rejection at the rim. 32, largest lead here tonight.
Well, take another look. I mean, Dotson and Huff were on the same page from the start. Threw it up high. Huff was already going back door and then got vertical.
Big crowd here at the Entertainment and Sports Arena. To their feet here to start the second half, and Dotson all the way to the rim.
Well, when we're looking at points in the paint, the Go-Go now have 32.
Ripped on the steal, Dotson's bounce pass. And Go-Go off and running here in the second half.
But that's my point, points in the paint, right? So now let's say 34 after that layup out of the 78. But that's what I'm talking about, the balance, because you add in then 8 made threes, you add in getting 20 points or 18 at the foul line.
Ledoux kisses off the glass. Do you love the bounce pass? How about that dot bounce pass from midcourt?
I really like the number of assists that Coach Mike's getting out of his guards these last couple of games, really.
7 assists now for Devon Dotson.
And Q already has 6 as well.
For Dotson, 7 assists, 6 rebounds as well.
And Brent, I think we should go back to the fact that we started this broadcast by showing how close the standings are, with Capital City Go-Go right in the mix with those teams that are fighting. A convincing win here today only helps your cause.
In close. We talked about 8 teams right now fighting for the final 3 spots in the Eastern Conference, and only 1 game separates the 4th seed to the 11th seed. I asked Coach Mike Williams, he said he's never seen anything like it down the stretch. That many teams.
It certainly makes it entertaining.
So tonight, another look at Jay Huff on the finish.
land, go up strong.
When you're 7-1, never bring it down, right?
Sure.
So tonight, Texas here in D.C. They'll travel to Greensboro coming up on the 21st. And then Wisconsin and Westchester to close it out. Field goals this half, perfect 5 for 5 for the Go-Go's. Vince can't hit.
Nice nice volleyball tap by Huff.
Just over 6 rebounds a game. Bernard, step back, good. 13-4 run right now for the Go-Go. That is the way you come out at halftime, D. You start with the alley-oop to Huff, you go on a run, and now you extend the lead. 85-46 Cap City.
Yes!
And the Go-Go sprinting right out of the locker room here in the third quarter. 13-4 run to open things up.
Well, we saw it from the first play when the alley-oop went to Huff, and then Doc took it himself, kissed 2 off the glass. Here he delivers a perfect bounce pass to Sword in transition. They've started this quarter 6 of 7 from the floor. They were already shooting 60%. Now it's up to 64.5.
Devon Dotson coming off the double-double fifth of the season. Question now is if he gets a double-double, will it be with rebounds or assists? He's got 16 points, 6 rebounds, and 7 help points.
Why stop there? Why not go for the triple-double?
Oh, I like the way you think, D. I like the way you think here on this St. Patrick's Day. Little holiday hoops. Here's Jackson. Works the pick, short on the 3, and a Legends rebound.
Jackson's been short on a couple of his threes here today.
Oh, that's swatted away by Huff. Welcome to DC, big fella.
Huff running the floor. Earlier we saw Maker take it end-to-end all by himself.
Huff leads the G League with 3.2 blocks a ball game, and that's what started it. Is his rejection. Feet inside. Huff was there defensively and a board for the Go-Go. Huff gets it back.
And his guards are identifying that he's running the floor. Jules finding him on that one, and he hit it in stride.
Whistle on the floor, and D. Jay Huff playing in his first game here in D.C., and I think he is a fan favorite already.
Jules throwing it ahead. Huff was actually about 2 steps ahead of white jerseys, and there were 2 on the side, but they weren't getting to him because he just kept it all in stride and laid it in.
34!
Oh, the reaction from the bench, priceless. Jay Huff continues his conversation with the officials here tonight. And a lot of energy from Jay Huff, and they're going to review this.
But Brent,
And the whistle that was, the foul that was just called.
but we'll go back to, so it's a 30-point lead at halftime. Talked to Pete, video development member of the staff, and he said we're treating this as if it's 0-0. And they truly have, because now, you're up 43.
Well, they turned a 30-point lead into a 43-point lead in the blink of an eye. And Jay Huff has been right in the center of it. Like literally the 7-1 center out of Virginia.
So the ball goes up. I mean, they're looking at the contact between Huff.
Jay Huff looking to box out and wondering if the elbow is a little bit high. I don't know there's any intent. We'll see. They're going to review it.
Take a peek and you'll just look now. It is because of his size, but when you go to the throat, which is where it landed on Lacey James, that's what they're looking at.
Lacey James 6'9", but again, Jay Huff at 7'1".
Right, both 7'1".
There's a little bit of a difference there. Not that he brought the elbow high, but it definitely connected to
Because of his height. Exactly. I mean, eventually John Conley's going to talk it over with his peers and make a decision. My guess it's going to be a flagrant one. And again, so here it comes. Lacey's rolling, and there, Huff, if he goes to his chest, you probably just say, okay, it's a foul, because he is pushing it, but because of where it landed.
It's also a pick and roll, and I think Lacey James wasn't looking at Huff, and as he turned into
There it was.
He had no chance to get out of the way. As you mentioned, John Conley is our lead official. He talks it over with a crew. Capital City Go-Go with an 89-46 lead. 7:37 left here in the third quarter.
Flagrant one, because he caught him high in the throat. So now we'll shoot free throws, and they'll get the ball back.
And I believe Jay Huff doesn't agree with the call just by the head nod there. I think tells it all. I don't think there was any intent for sure, but definitely caught James up into the throat area, so he'll go to the foul line, shoot the technicals on the flagrant one.
But you're still responsible for your own body against the other guy's body. I mean, that's just the way it goes. So, and it would have been a foul if you come at the guy and land in his chest. I get that part. But because of where you landed.
Offense 4 fouls. Ball back to the Legends off the flagrant technical, and
That was a friendly rip.
was Ledoux. Got the bounce. 89-51. Here's Huff on the drive. Jackson got a hand on it.
And he's going to get a whistle now because I think, and I'm not saying it's a makeup call, but I think even though they had to call the flagrant one, I do believe they agreed with you, Brent, that there was an intent there. So now next time he's going strong to the hole, if there's even any doubt, it's going as it has here. Huff will go to the line.
Justin Jackson and Jay Huff had words after they got tangled up. A little bit of old school ACC rivalry there. Virginia and North Carolina. By the way, both national title champions. Mentioned that earlier, Huff and Virginia back in 19. Jackson and Carolina go back to 2017.
There you go. Huff getting up for the block.
And the save there, back to Dotson. 40-point lead, 91-51. Once the double team comes and a slap foul. Lawson.
Yep, go against A.J. Lawson. Nice, goes straight up. No chance that he's going to land on the guy. Saves it to Dotson. You always like when you can keep it in play, and now gives your team an opportunity to go the other way.
So after the slap, Jay Huff called on the technical. So Jackson's going to get to shoot one. Pretty aggressive play by A.J. Lawson. And I guess the reaction to Huff drew the whistle. Those two laughing it up a little bit, right? So no issue between the two of us, says Jay Huff. So 91-52, Go-Go with the basketball from the original foul call. Bernard, Euro to the rim, and the whistle.
Well, the Go-Go were definitely attacking the paint in the first half, and clearly that's what they're trying to do again here in this third quarter.
Jules Bernard into double digits with 11. By the way, I just noticed that Jules Bernard changed out the sneakers at halftime. They had the St. Patrick's Day edition green sneakers. Now
Maybe
he went to the two-tone.
Yeah, maybe he was doing it for the purpose of the holiday, but has a preference for comfort with these. Maybe they're more broken in. I think that could be possible.
Knocks it down from the foul line. He's got 12. That's true. If he had not been able to play in those St. Patrick's Day
That's tough for a lot of people.
green sneakers. Shot clock at 5. Lawson's got to put it up. Oh, he passes instead, and there's a shot clock violation. Head coach Mike Williams loves the defense.
And why not? I mean, right now, the Legends are only shooting 38% from the floor. You've held them to 52 points through 2.5 quarters.
Coach Gallinopoulos nonplussed. He has no expression at all. You can see the turnovers here.
Well, the
Both
good news,
in double digits.
Yeah, but the good news is Capital City has not turned it over here in the third quarter.
It's into the rim. We'll go to the foul line. Isaiah Todd checks in along with Quentin Jackson, Sword, and Bernard to the bench. Dotted 82% from the foul line. And he hits it. On Sunday against the Magic, Dotson had just 4 points. He was 1 for 7, no assists, 27 minutes. What a bounce back in the win on Monday against Lakeland, where he went for the 21, 10, and 7.
Well, what's interesting about that road trip, so they started it out and they beat G-League Ignite. And then they split with Mexico City. But they won the first one, lost the second. Then they lost the first against Lakeland, but won the second. As you take a peek at this particular foul, trying to guard, Huff trying to guard Moore.
Huff had 4 blocks against the Magic in that win on Monday. Whistle will go against Texas Legends. Back to the Go-Go.
So the beginning of this quarter, there was such a flow for Capital City. They were getting out and able to run. Huff ran the floor a couple of times. Now it's been a lot of stoppage play.
And a lot of whistles. Coach Dwayne Dotson has it. Shot clock down to 6. On a dribble drop, steps through Dotson, floater no good. He gets his own rebound, an offensive board. Wants to get it inside. And Huff throws it away.
Well, he tried to make the cross-court pass to the far side perimeter where Q was.
Riller back to Jackson, way outside. He had Huff defensively on him.
Well, what a difference a day makes. I mean, right now, Texas is 5 of 19 from 3. Yesterday, they were 21 of 42.
Dotson bounce pass to Riller, no good. Shoot, fancy dribbling to the rim. Think about the third quarter against Lakeland the other night. 28-12, the Go-Go outscored the Magic. In this third quarter, they opened up from a 30-point lead to 46. Very similar.
They are doing all that they're supposed to do at both ends of the floor right now, and that's why the margin is what it is. Six-point lead for the Capital City Go-Go over the Texas Legends. 4:33 left here in the third quarter. Right out of the game here in the third quarter. 30-point lead out to 46. Jay Huff doing some damage for the Go-Go. He's got 14 points, 5 boards, and 4 blocks in this game, and leads the G League. You can see there 3.2. And obviously, you know, coming over, he had the 4 blocks in the last game, as you mentioned. Getting some blocks here tonight. Great game.
It's interesting. We just saw Huff play defense on a 3-point shot. Coach made a point that Huff can stretch out and play after the 3-point line. He's not just a rim protector. Travion Williams grabs another rebound. 5 for the big fella. Of course, Travion had that 20-rebound game back on February the 15th. Dotson has to fight through a double team to Mintz as the shot clock winds down. Had to take that shot. Awesome. Hugh Jackson came out of nowhere.
And at this point, Brent, when you're the Go-Go, you want to be working on yourselves. Making sure you get good possessions, offensively and defensively.
Travion now with 6. A perfect 3 for 3 for the field. Williams is there on the block shot. Back to the Legends on the board, and Williams rips that off the miss. Here's Vince, a little stop and
I mean, once again, the balanced scoring that you're seeing. You have 5 guys in double figures. And when I say balanced scoring, it's not even just that they, you know, the 5 double figures. It's also the shot distribution.
Short on that one. Another good defensive stand there for the Go-Go inside.
I mean, right now, you don't have one guy who's taking double-digit field goal attempts.
Dotson misses, and you know, look at the shooting this quarter, just 3 of 18 for Texas, 33% of the game. Cap City, 12 of 16. They're shooting 63% of the game.
Well, and at the Open, like, what were keys to this game? And it was like duplicate your defensive effort in your last game out where you beat the Magic, holding them to 85 points and less than 40% shooting. Right now, these guys have 52 points, shooting 33% from the floor, and yet 2:30 to play in the third.
And a 50-point lead here for the Go-Go. 102-52. We had mentioned Devon Dotson on the verge of a double-double. He's got that now, 18 points and 10 rebounds with that last board. Travion, 7th rebound. Bernard on a back down against Riller and gets it to go. I think he likes these new shoes he put on at halftime. He's got 14.
Well, I think he also liked the matchup against Riller because it allows him to use his length.
Riller basket on the foul.
And in that case, Riller used his speed against Lucius.
Bring your group out to a Capital City Go-Go game and get savings off the gate price. You can get that extra swagger for your group and create lasting memories. Visit CapitalCityGoGo.com or call 202-864-4350. Get your tickets today. Still 2 more home contests left here in the regular season. The Wisconsin will come in on the 23rd, and then the Westchester Knicks on the 25th. Oh, look at that look. My goodness. Eyes in the back of his head. Williams.
I mean, the stat sheet says it's only the second assist. I just feel like, because remember the one earlier behind his back? It was a bounce pass. This was a 2-hand over the shoulder. The guy must have eyes in the back of his head.
It was unreal. And right on the money to Isaiah Lucius, who had just checked in. 106-57 now. Oh, spin move, cute. Rim, got it, whistle,
and right now, you're going to see the possibility of the three-point play the original way. Q with just a fancy spin move, and I say that, watch, he spins between 2 guys. Usually you're spinning to get on the outside of one of them. He decides to spin right through the middle. Hardy doesn't get the steal, instead he gets the foul.
and completes that three-point play. How about Quentin Jackson tonight, leading the Go-Go with 21 points, 4 for 4 from the foul line, 7 of 10 from the court. Lucius defensively, and Hardy knocks it down right at the buzzer of the shot clock. Final minute here in the third quarter. It has been all Go-Go coming out of the locker room. They run 30 at the break. Now up 50. 109-59. Bernard.
And really, what a great defensive quarter for Capital City. Right now, they've held the Legends to 17 points in this quarter. You mentioned the 12-point third against the Magic on Monday.
The Legends scored 21 in the first, 21 in the second. They'll be well below that here in the third. There's an air ball from Ledoux, second-year player out of Louisiana Tech, playing in just his 7th game with the Legends. 3rd team, by the way, for him this season in the G League, Mexico City and Birmingham. Been around a bit.
And Brent, I always say to you, I mean, especially in the G League, holding an opponent under 100 points is a difficult task.
Holding for the final shot, final seconds. Bernard, way outside, no good. Benjamin being locked down on the defensive side here in the third quarter. Huge lead, up 50, 109-59. check us on social media. You can find us at Capital City Go-Go on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, all your favorite social media platforms. Marching over top to see the midway here at the Entertainment Sports Arena. Hanging out with Jay Huff, former Wizard. And it's our understanding that Coach Top has been helping Jay Huff a little bit, coaching him up. One center to another. 50-point lead here for the Go-Go. By the way, biggest win of the season as far as scoring margin, 25. Go back to January 4th. Austin Spurs were in town, and the Go-Go won that one 128-103. And so, outpacing that, Williams. He's got 8 points and 8 boards. 52-point lead, largest lead they've had at any point this year. Texas Legends get a bucket there. Coach Williams told us before the game he stayed present, start to finish. Williams, his presence for the dunk. I think you can check that box. They've done that.
They really have. I mean, they have paid attention to detail from the beginning. We always talk about how there are runs. They really have, with the exception of maybe giving up a little at the end of that first half when they turned it over a couple of times. That led to Texas getting a couple of buckets, but there has been no big run by the Legends at any point. And like I said, they continue to defend both two-point area and the three-point arc.
On a drive to the rim and a kiss is Moore. Travion, another great look. And Isaiah Todd on a fadeaway. I mean, Travion comes up with new and more creative ways every time he has an assist. Jackson.
Well, the interesting part of Travion, right? So he has the 3 assists here today, but they're all memorable. Like you remember them all.
The no-look bounce pass, the
over the shoulder, no look.
Look, he knows it too. Look at the grin. Big man's not supposed to have those kind of handles and that kind of vision. But the rookie out of Purdue has shown us some stuff this season.
Well, clearly, as he was developing his game as a kid and growing up, he had some people who noticed that he had the ability to be a great passer, but also, you know, here's how some things you can help yourself with.
Coming over from the Santa Cruz Warriors, that trade with George Shackle back to the seats. Oh my goodness, and a whistle. Couldn't finish, but this guy is unbelievable in Travion Williams.
All right, here it is. And because he does it with 2 hands, right, there's nobody who can slap that away from him. He's too big a guy.
6'10", 265.
And it's not his 4th assist, unfortunately.
Lucius couldn't finish it. And then missed the foul shot. Easy bucket underneath for Harden. Biggest lead tonight for the Go-Go, 52. Right now it's 115-69. Williams fights a double out to Jules Bernard. Jules Bernard having some kind of second half.
Well, there's that 4th assist that Travion was looking for.
6 in double figures. 19 of 26 this half for the Go-Go. They've been on fire, but look at the defensive effort tonight. Holding the Legends down to 11 buckets here in the second half. Todd to the rim, draws the foul. foul will go against James. As McCurry Maker and Theo John both check in.
Well, I wanted to see what Travion did at Purdue in terms of assists. He averaged 3 his last year at Purdue. But he's pretty fired up to watch the NCAA tournament. His team has a #1 seed.
The Boilermakers have been very good this season, going into March Madness. I just don't think maybe Travion had the ball enough at Purdue if he only had a couple assists in the ball game. It has been eye-opening for sure. To the rim and protected there by Theo John. Here comes Quentin Jackson. Finds Maker, spotting up 3. Good to see Theo John back. He made the road trip. Of course, we mentioned on our last broadcast, the last time Go-Go were here in town, Theo John, a new dad. Didn't get a whole lot of play in the road trip, played just 15 minutes, so easing his way back into it. And Theo John, by the way, went to Marquette and Duke. Marquette a 2 seed in the tournament. Duke coming off an ACC title. What are we pleased for if they play each other? As Isaiah Thomas knocks down the 3. Well, he was there for Coach K's final season, so I'm sure that is a pretty special time of his college career. More on the lob. Maker still playing some defense. This Go-Go team, even with a big lead, that 3 is
Going back to Coach K, he is in March Madness. He made a commercial that they run nonstop right now that I love.
Maker inside. Yep. Maker down double digits. He has 11. So 7. Go-Go in double digits scoring here tonight.
And, you know, they're shooting 66% from the floor, 46 from 3. They continue not to get to the line at the same clip as the first half, but they are 14 and 17.
And they're sharing the basketballs we've seen for the big guy in Trevion Williams. 26 assists here tonight and a big lead for the Go-Go. Capital City Go-Go cruising tonight with the Texas Legends in town. 123-74 here in the 4th quarter. Travion Williams, the big fella, looking like a point guard here tonight, dude. Look at these passes.
They're so spectacular, and he hits people right on the spot where they want to get the ball to actually convert into great soft hands, but I think part of what makes him able to deliver those is big hands. He can grip the ball. Nobody's taking it away from him.
8 down, double figures. Travion Williams, 10 points, 8 boards, 4 assists, D, and he also has a block and a steal.
Yeah, Travion's season high twice. He's had 5 assists in a game.
Three ball is short. I don't know if we should mention this, but you did say you went to Purdue as a rookie, right? Played for the Boilermakers. And Purdue, a #1 seed in the NCAA tournament, taking on the 16 seed, and with 2 minutes left, down 3. Fairleigh Dickinson, upset alert there, 56-53 against Purdue. Maybe, Travion, we should just wait to let him in on that.
There's been some really strong, I mean, there are always great stories in March Madness. I mean, we mentioned Princeton. How about Furman?
Yeah, unbelievable upset. And early in the tournament, we saw some of those higher seeds go. Of course, Virginia out of it. Didn't have a chance to ask Jay Huff what he thought about his Cavaliers. That one out early.
And by the way, so Capital City had 11 turns at the half. They played to this point in the second half with only 5. And I think just given the fact they have 123 points, so your pace has been pretty up and down. 5 in the second half is pretty commendable.
Coach Williams cleared out the bench as well. Lucius is in. Tisdale Jr. is in. And Theo John also on the floor. Quentin Jackson running the point here for Coach Williams. Look inside to Baker. There's Tisdale Jr. feeds it. And technical to the Go-Go bench on the explosion after the dunk.
Yep, Dotson for celebrating too much for his teammate, Theo Jones. And
You
part of
could
it,
have given that tech to almost anybody over
He
there, but
could have.
Dotson will get it.
I think Dotson got it because he crossed the line. See, he was on the court. The others stayed behind the line.
And Isaiah Dotson, I thought I got him in time. And Jackson misses. I'm not sure how you handle that as a head coach. You love the enthusiasm.
He did
You don't love to see it tech, though.
He did walk down and just make sure we're all on the same page, guys.
Theo John taking the feed on the dunk. Good defensive pressure from Lucius. Rattling, drilling in. Turnover's going to stay with the Go-Go.
And with Dotson on the bench, it really now is Q running the show.
Devon Dotson, another double-double, 18 points, 10 rebounds.
That's my point. Q totally showed it. Q down to 21, 9 rebounds, and 10 assists. So
And one rebound shy of the
I know. I
triple-double.
said we were on the dot triple-double watch. Now we're on the Q.
Theo John rips that one down.
Come on, Q.
There's been
Get
just
to the
3
glass.
triple-doubles in team history. Devon Dotson has 1 from earlier this year. It's that one, he's got 23. If he can get 1 rebound here in the final 4.5 minutes, he'll be the 4th.
I would venture to guess he has no idea how close it is.
More no good.
Maybe he does.
I think,
That was
oh, he knows
He
it.
does know.
Because he just ripped down his 10th
Take it
board
right.
and a triple-double for Quentin Jackson. Shots the fan, takes it to the rim. Goodness, Q, put on a show.
Well, what I didn't see over there has the assists and the rebounds in the corner scoreboard, which he was looking at.
That is a season-high 25 for Quentin Jackson, the two-way player. Doing it all.
I mean, he knew what his points are.
The 4th triple-double in franchise history here for the Go-Go, 25, 10, and 10.
Well, Q's play, we've been talking about it, has been on the rise, steadily inclined from the start. And as their roster has changed, you know, minutes have increased for him.
You can really see the confidence and rewarded too. Wizards signing Quentin Jackson to the two-way back in mid-February. Every game it just seems like he has gotten better.
Here he hands it off to Vince. Goes to the bench.
Yeah, great job, Q Jackson. Big round of applause here, fans in DC, and well earned. So 4 triple doubles in team history and 2 this year. Q's got 1 tonight, and of course Devon Dotson earlier this year.
Yeah, Devon had his during the showcase. And I feel like we often say that Dot flirts with the triple-double like he did on Monday when he had the 21, 10, and 7 assists.
Jackson leading the way tonight with his 25. Devon Dotson, 18, and 17 for Jules Bernard. All 3 of those guys over there on the bench for the Go-Go as we wind down the final 3 minutes. And the Go-Go with a 133-81 lead over the Texas Legends. Riller is fouled on the 3. It's going to go against Tisdale Jr. J.D. did get some playing time against Lakeland on Sunday, 15 minutes. That's his former team that played with the Magic back in 2019-20. Picks up the foul there. And so Riller goes to the foul line, 81% this year.
Well, I had said earlier in the game, one of the things with Quentin Jackson, because you asked me, what have I seen difference in his game? And I had said, you know, everybody knows he can be a scorer and he's explosive in his speed. But if he can develop into being a playmaker as well, that he will become, you know, so much value in those combo guards.
Jackson all the way up ahead. How about the pass from Vince? Big guy, Tisdale couldn't finish. Baker whistled on the foul. Let's take another look at that last play, and flying right into your living room is J.D. Tisdale Jr. Oh, it's a party in D.C. Look at the Go-Go's remaining schedule this season. We'll take a road trip to Greensboro, final game on the road here in the regular season. Then back home to close it out. Wisconsin and the Westchester Knicks as next Thursday and next Saturday, both 7 o'clock tips. And we talked about having the right teams at the right time of year. 3 games left in the regular season right now. The Go-Go the 5th seed, but so many teams battling for those final couple of spots in the playoffs. Tonight's win is big. It's a really big game coming up.
Absolutely. And I mean, you look, I'm sure every night you look at what you do and hope you took care of your own business. I believe College Park plays, they're in that mix with Capital City right now. They're playing tonight. I thought I saw maybe one other, but again, you can't worry about the other guys, Brent. You just want to take care of who you are and also be playing good basketball as they did on so many areas of tonight's game.
So many teams are in the mix, as you talked about. 11 teams right now fighting for 3 spots. Rep the Capital City Go-Go in the arena and around town with your official team merchandise. Shop 24/7 at the Go-Go Fanatics online team store at CapitalCityGoGo.com under the Shop tab. I mean, the 4 seed and the 11 seed is crazy. Only 1 game separating all 8 of those teams.
Well, the victory here tonight would allow Capital City to jump into the 4th seed because they would have 1 more win than Lakeland, who I do not believe is playing tonight, and College Park, who also has the 13 losses. They have 14 wins because they haven't played as many games, so that would still have them, if they win theirs, at 15 and 13.
It's crazy, too. The Long Island Nets, who had such a great season, they're still the #1 team in the Eastern Conference. They've lost 3. They're 22 and 6.
Well, they had that 16-game winning streak. They had it snapped. Then they lost the second, and now they've lost 3.
Heading in the wrong direction here late in the season and going into the postseason. Of course, the Nets have clinched there, and they are the top seed right now in the Eastern. Mintz here on the dribble, drive, no good, but draws the foul as it goes against Lacey James.
Number 26, Davion Mintz, the line for Kansas City. Shooting
12 players tonight, all in the game. All 12 have scored. And 8 Go-Go in double figures. As Davion Mintz with the foul line, he's got 13. And hits it. He's a perfect 3 for 3 from the foul line. Davion Mintz, too, a much bigger role on this team over the last couple of games. And on that road trip, 41 minutes on Monday. Team hot, 17 points as well.
And again,
another turnover. That's 12 now for Texas.
those 3 opponents that you put up, Greensboro, Wisconsin, and Westchester. Tonight, each of those teams had 9 wins.
Garcia's his 4th points. 140-87. 53-point lead. Mentioned the largest win of the season as far as point total, a 25-point win against the Austin Spurs back on January the 4th. That was right here in D.C.
Well, I give credit to Capital City because their plan was to come out, be present, do what you did Monday that allowed you to have a convincing win against Lakeland. They did that. I think they jumped on a team that had spent a lot of energy yesterday to snap an 11-game losing streak. They had to go to an extra session. And I think all of those things combined, you know, went in favor of Capital City.
You talked about the key to this game. You talked about having to defend the 3. Go-Go have held Texas to 8 of 32, just 25% from outside.
And there's two things about that. So Texas averages 13 made threes a game. They're 5 below that. They shoot 37% on average. They're 12% less than that. And they had shot in their last 2 games 43% and 50% from 3. So they had been on a roll, and Capital City shut it down.
Final seconds, a 49-point win for the Go-Go in one possession. Coach Williams in this squad brilliant tonight. 25 points from Quentin Jackson. 8 players scoring in double figures, but it was the defense. I thought the defense tonight really shined for this Capital City Go-Go team.
Well, defense a lot of times, if it's as strong as what we saw here tonight, dictates your offense, right? So you're able to force turnovers. They usually only force 12, but they got stops. They held them to under 40% shooting, which is what I was hoping for them. They hold them under 100 points, which I said is such a difficult task in the G League. And then at the other end, you were so balanced. You were balanced in who scored. You were balanced in the way that you guys scored. 66% from the field, 11 made threes, 17 of 21 at the foul line. You shared the basketball to the tune of 29 assists.
Let's take a look at the final stats from this win for the Go-Go as they move to 16 and 13 on the season. Boy, bench points very big in favor of Cap City, and out rebounding 55-25 against the Texas Legends here tonight.
Right, and that number was plus 17 at the half, and you grew that to plus 30. Took advantage of a weakness that Texas has had all season long.
And how about the Go-Go's defense tonight, holding Texas to 38% while shooting 66% from the field. They also able to knock down 11 threes and 17 of 21 from the foul line. They moved the ball well in all phases. Take a look at the schedule coming up for the Go-Go. They'll be on the road against Greensboro. They close it out here in the Entertainment Sports Arena. The Wisconsin Herd and the Westchester Knicks coming into town, and there'll be big games. But tonight was a big game and a big win for this Go-Go ball club, making this playoff push. And Quentin Jackson now joins us. And congratulations, 4th ever Go-Go history with a triple-double. But I want to ask you about the defense this team had tonight, because you held this Texas Legends team to 91 points and 38% shooting.
Right. I mean, we just made it an emphasis to come out here and give an effort on defense. Well, not just on defense, but on both sides of the ball. But it started on the defensive end. We had a game in Lakeland where we had a mental lapse on the game that probably shouldn't have went the way it went. And we just used that as a learning lesson, and we came back today, and this is the result.
You, I know the scorer that you are, the explosive player. You use your speed all the time, but being able to be a playmaker, and obviously to the tune of a triple-double tonight. Have you kind of developed more into becoming more of a passer with this team? Are you still getting your own shot?
Yeah, for sure. With the absence of Chris Dunn, that moved me up into a different role. So now I can't just score all the time. You know, I got to get my teammates involved, and my ability to score the ball also helps my teammates get involved as well. So you know, I can put pressure on the rim, and I tell guys throughout the game when I see different coverages, like, you know, do certain things, and they're responsive of it. So you know, I always try to make sure I get my teammates involved, however that may be.
Career high 25 points tonight. You knew it was a triple-double when you pulled down the rebound with a big slide. Again, congratulations on that. What about these final 3 games? You're making a playoff push. There's a lot of teams fighting for their final couple spots.
Just like you said, we're trying to make a playoff push, and we know the sensitivity of the situation at hand, and I think as a collective, as a team, we all know what's at stake. So we just got to come back in tomorrow, lock in, focus, and just take it day by day.
Good luck in Greensboro, the final road game of the regular season. Then we'll see you back here next week for the final 2.